You don't really have to adopt other people's children if you know you cannot live well with them, okay? If you take in someone else's child, please just love them. If you cannot love them the way you love your own, please don't adopt them. Other people's children are not your slaves. There are people who believe that they have found very nice slaves and emotional dumping sites when they adopt some other people's children. These children who come from less privileged backgrounds, they are human beings also. They have emotions. And if you know very well you're going to take them in and start throwing bitter insults at them, please don't give them emotional trauma. You know, mental and emotional trauma, they take so long to heal. Those are wounds that are internally built. We don't even see them, but they bleed, yeah? So if you're living with someone else's child, please just love them the way you would love your own. There are people who live with other people's children. They buy their children clothes, and the one that is adopted doesn't get anything. They do the best for their children, and the adopted one doesn't get anything. Let me remind you today, those kids you have adopted, they are the apple of God's eye. And Jesus says, whatever you do to the least of your brethren, you have done unto him. So when you treat those children well, you have treated God well. And when you treat them worse, you have treated God the same way. So take it as a loan. It will come back to you with interest. So this is a society where we want a streamlined society that gives God glory. But we cannot give God glory if we are saved, we are living in the world, and then we are behaving like people of the world. I expect that from pagans. Pagans don't read the Bible. And sometimes they even treat other people better than Christians and brethren who know the scriptures. Why would you go to church on Sunday, kneel down and pray and lift up your hands if you know very well in the background you're leaving someone else's child helpless? You're leaving someone else's child hungry in your house, and you've locked even the fridge. I've even seen people who even lock the fridge, and someone else's child is living with you. You're denying them food, and your own, you cannot even do that for them. So please just treat these children well. You're blessing your own when you treat them well. And when you treat them worse, you're cursing your own. So this is something I've noted, and it really hurts me, and I had to speak about this. So if you're privileged to have someone else's child with you, get to know you just have one-way ticket to a blessing, yeah? So treat them well, and it will come back to you with double portions of measure. And you treat them worse, take it as a loan, it will come back to you with interest, yeah? That's all for today. Let's live in a society where love exists, and the love of Christ is shared amongst everyone.